let's get to it, man. There's been a little controversy. Some things have said. We really don't know what is really too much going on between, I guess, what's going on there over at Minnesota Prep. We know you know, running basketball over there. What's your role, director of basketball or
president of athletic operations?
Operations. So it seems like there's a little confusion or people putting things out there that may not be true. So if you want to, you know, let people know what's going on, I guess if you know a little bit of the history, I guess, of how it started, and then you know what's going on with it now.
Yeah, man, it's wild. So basically, in a nutshell, and I don't know all the history, right? Obviously, Luke Patterson and Darnell, they found it. You know what I'm saying? They created it. It was booming. From what I remember playing a couple of their teams.
And what was it? This was probably just recently too, like about
I want to say this. They've been on a 10-year run. They've been on a 10-year run. Been on a 10-year run. They were doing their thing. Obviously, Minnesota wasn't really giving them no credit because they weren't playing Minnesota teams. They were traveling all over the place. But they were putting kids in the school. They were doing their thing. Somewhere down the line, Darnell and Patterson, they fell off. Okay. Right? There's a lot of speculation on why, you know, they fell off. I don't know. You know what I mean? I was at Rosemont at the time. Right. So me and Rosemont were splitting our separate ways. They were trying to control me. Anybody that knows me. Yeah, I was a high school coach. I was a high school coach at Rosemont. That's a whole difference, man. Right. Yeah. I have never experienced basketball in a business fashion that was so wrong like that. Bro, I had parents calling the police on me. Oh, wow. Yes. I had a parent call the police on me and said that I authorized their son to get beat up in practice by my coaches. What? Bro, I had to literally go downtown, Rosemont downtown, and explain this. Right. I've been in more meetings with the district because parents got a problem because they're not playing. Like, I've never dealt with that before. Like, it blew my mind, but that's a whole different animal, man. But in that, I was leaving Rosemont. Darnell's first year coming back, he was bringing Minnesota Prep back, right? I didn't know Patterson was doing the Minnesota Prep over in Minneapolis still. I had no clue. You know what I mean? I don't get into people's business. That's just what it is. So me and Darnell talked. He's like, I wanted you last year, but you already committed to Rosemont. I want you this year. I called him. He was like, absolutely, I want you. We figured it out. We made it happen, right? Easy. So I'm a coach Minnesota Prep. It's cool. Patterson, and then all of a sudden, whether if it was Patterson or people on that side, Minneapolis, I became the enemy. I stole Minnesota Prep, or Minnesota Prep is the fake one, or whatever. I'm like, hold up, what is we talking about?
So this before or after COVID at this time?
This was after COVID.
This is last year, right?
Last year. Yeah. Like, well, I just finished my first year of coaching this year with Minnesota, you know what I'm saying, with Minnesota Prep. Okay. So this literally just happened. So every time there was a whole bunch of press releases about me taking over this program. So Minneapolis Minnesota Prep had a problem with that. They're not the real Minnesota Prep. They're a bunch of phonies. Who's Coach Q? All this running off at the mouth. And I'm like, bro, I don't know y'all. I don't care to know y'all. What does it matter? Right. You know, there's Minnesota Prep Minneapolis, Minnesota Prep St. Paul. End of story. It is what it is, right? Right. But in their eyes, it became this thing of, you know, they want to call, you know, my squad fake, my team fake, and, you know, who have I put in school? And it became personal, which I didn't understand. It's like, bro, you over there, I'm over there, we good.
And you just got here.
I just got here. Yeah. I don't know y'all's history.
And someone hired you, right? Okay.
That's simple. Yeah. So Darnell seen how I worked and said, I want to be partners. I want to be partners in this thing. Okay, cool. Bet. Say no more. You know what I'm saying? This, for me, that's what I want. I want full control. Nobody telling me what. No parent. Nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm all in. All right. But it just kept going and going. So what happened was, I made a decision to say, you know what? We're gonna get rid of this Minnesota Prep name. We're gonna call this thing Apex.
Okay. Right. And
Apex
that's recent.
Prep. And that's recent. That just got posted. All right. I was like, we're not gonna do Minnesota Prep no more because I'm tired of going back and forth. Every time we post something positive, cats want to get on the negative side that we stole some or what, bro, I ain't steal nothing from you.
Right.
I don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about you. I know you because we've seen each other on the hoop, but we don't talk, we don't kick it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this whole thing of who is Coach Q, you know who I am because you see me all the time, just like I know who you are, but now you want to disrespect and act like, you know, I'm some nobody in this game. You know, I'm not here to compare resumes, bro, because if you really want to compare resumes, you lose. Mm-hmm. But I'm not here to do that. I'm a grown man. I'm here for the kids. You know what I'm saying? But you want to make it about resume or whatever, so I always kept quiet about it. You know? And then all of a sudden I see stuff, who is this dude? Who, you know, co-founder and this and that. All right, bro, I got to get on here. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all talking.
Right.
You know, and that's what this really is. Like, I'm tired of y'all talking. So, bottom line, Minnesota Prep, Minneapolis. You have that. You can grind session, whatever you want to call it. Apex, we're over here. There's no reason to hoop and holler anymore, and we don't have the same name. None of that. Get your kids, do what you need to do for yours, and I'm gonna do what I need to do for mine.
Right.
But ain't no stealing. Ain't nobody took nothing from nobody. Personally, if you split up, it was for a reason.
Right.
Right? It's for a reason if y'all split up. What that reason is, I don't know. But I do know you, and I do know how you act. That's all I can say on that.
So with Apex, we can get into Apex a little more, but when, just to round off the Minnesota Prep era, or chapter of it, I suppose, what was there ever a point when you were at Prep where it was gonna be the St. Paul and Minneapolis programs, you know, kind of becoming one again? Two separate programs, but was there ever any discussions in working in unison?
No, because it got to a point where it became too personal. You know what I mean? Like, they had people calling my kids, texting my kids that are on my team, hey, you should come over here and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, is it that serious? I'm not calling your kids. I'm not texting your kids or any of that. And there's proof of it. They can sit here and say, oh, no, we didn't know. Bro, I could have them kids come out and, like y'all like these dudes like to do.
Yeah, show
you know
proof,
I mean?
screenshot me.
Right. You know, it just wasn't necessary. It's like, come on, man, we ain't got to do this. But it just became so toxic where, because at first we wasn't even going to change the name. Right. But it became so toxic that it was like, we got to have a name change.
Right.
And me taking over and having a new era, I was like, nah, we're going to change the name. We're going to come up with it. And that's when we came up with Apex.
Just leave that chapter behind?
And leave it behind, man. It's like, bro, here this is my thought. And this is just as real as it gets. Is this about a person's ego, or is it about the kids? Or is it about helping kids get into school? That's the problem right now, right? In the basketball world. Everybody's so worried about the money that we've forgotten about the people. These young dudes are trying to figure out how to get into school with NIL, with grown men. You got men 27 years old playing D1 basketball. You feel me? And they trying to figure out how can they get into school. And you over here worried about money. What does that say? But see, me, I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, man. I got these young men trying to get into school and trying to figure it out. I got training to do. I got mentoring to do. I don't got time to be playing footsie with you about who's tough and who's not, and who's this and who's not, and whatever. And I say it respectfully, bro, I box.
Like, you literally box.
You do got boxing.
You feel me?
You
Like,
do train, right?
like, bro, I box.
Right.
Like, and I'm not necessarily, I'm not trying to say that.
Yeah, we ain't saying that.
Right, but it's just like, you want, like, bro, I'm a grown man. Like, come on, man. Like, what is we doing? Like, it just don't make any sense. So for me, have it, bro. Have the name. So what's the next narrative gonna be? We fake? How? Because we played in Arizona and played in the, in the Suns NBA arena? That ain't fake. Playing in South Carolina, the Nationals? That ain't fake. Just had a kid commit to, school? That ain't fake. Why it gotta be fake? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it just be you over there, we over there? But you wanna knock people, and now you wanna, knock me or knock my partner or knock the kids because what? You can't even answer that. Oh, it's about the hood rules. I'm so tired of hood rules, dog.
How is it about hood rules with kids? That's
what I'm saying. Like, It's about the kids. We doing this, yeah, don't get me wrong. Is there money that comes with that? I'll be a fool to tell you it don't.
Of course.
That's just business. But at the end of the day, it's about the young men. Your son, anybody's son, they trying to get to college. They don't know how to get there. My job is to help them.
Right.
So why are we going back and forth?
So yeah, tell us some more about Apex. So what you guys got lined up for the future? What's the short-term goals, long-term goals? I mean, I know it's already an established program, but what are some of some future directions that you got going for the program?
Man, it's going to get real. It's going to be a place where a lot of kids can test who they are in the outside world. Unfortunately, one of the biggest issues Minnesota has is Minnesota can't play outside of certain areas. We only can go 6 hours out, so you're going to maybe you might get close to Chicago, right? And then maybe Iowa, places like that. But you don't get to play Atlanta unless they come up here.
So these are Minnesota State high school rules.
These are Minnesota State high school rules. You cannot play out. So what I'm offering at Apex is if you're about that, right? Guess what? You get to go on a national schedule. You get to play Spire. You get to play Link. You get to play Bella Vista. All these teams that you see on TV, and you're like, yo, you're going to get an opportunity to play those guys and really see where you at. But you get to prepare yourself for school. You get to get in a real situation where you really can work on your game. You're talking about 3 workouts a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're really getting a chance to work. But the big thing is you're getting educated.
Right.
You're getting educated on NIL. You're getting educated on how to be a young man, how to present yourself, how to talk. All that stuff matters now. So that's what Apex is about. It's not going to be about just winning or losing. Don't get me wrong. Lord knows I love to win.
Yeah.
But it's mainly an education for not only players but also parents, how to get to the next level. And that's what I'm going to be offering kids. You know what I mean? So there's going to be some kids that it's meant for them, and there's going to be kids that are not, because he'll tell you, I'm a different animal. When it comes to training and when it comes to coaching, if you don't want to be coached hard or if you don't want to become great, you're not going to want to come to my school. Because my school, I'm crazy.
Straight up, huh?
Straight up, I'm crazy. But you know why I'm crazy? I'm crazy to believe in you that you can go wherever you want to go.
Right.
Believe in you more than you believe in
I'm crazy enough to believe that. So I gotta help you get there. You say, how many kids, I want to be a Division I ball player. I'm gonna look at you, I believe you. Are you willing to do what it takes to get there though? See, that's where I come in. Because I'm gonna show you what it takes to get there. Because I've been there. I trained D1 players. I got pros. I got them at all levels. So I know what it takes. Oh, he's too hard. Yeah, I am. I'm crazy enough to believe that he's good enough. I'm crazy enough to believe that he's great. I'm crazy enough to believe that I believe in what he's doing and what he's saying. So by me being that crazy, I'm crazy enough to do what needs to be done to get you where you want to go.
I hear you.
And that's what Apex is about. It's not about dreams. We all can dream. It's about execution. You want to be a D1 player? Fine, let's do D1 work. You just want to go to college? Fine, let's go to college. You want to be a pro? Fine, let's be a pro. A lot of people can't offer that. I can. I'm blessed to be. I've had guys like Chet Holmes, had guys like Jalen Suggs, Rajon Kelly, Solomon Young, Zach Lofton. I could go on and on and on. Khalid Alameen, Lamont Mack. All these dudes have come to my camps. He's been in the gym with me. Your trainer's trainer has been with me. You know what I mean? And I say it real. Rez, TVP, the twins, Peter and Kenny. You know, I can go on and on and on. You know what I mean? David Stanley, who's a goon right now in one-on-one. Bro, Stanley, I used to give that man so much torture, he'll laugh at it. Every time he would shoot the ball, I'd be like, no. I would just tell him no all the time. He hated it because he wanted to prove it. He'll laugh at me. He's going to laugh when he sees this. Man, Q, why you always tell me no? Because you suck. And I would just do it because I knew it just pushed him and pushed him. But I had all these guys that have been in my gym that are training. Even the Greek, like I said, Chet, Dane. I can go on and on and on and on. So I know what it looks like.
Yeah, you naming pros, man.
I know what it looks like. So therefore, that's what I'm offering.
Zoe died. Shout out to my boy,
Zoe.
Zoe died at Appalachian State.
Zoe come home, come out of nowhere. So, coach, hey, let's get it in. But that's what it's always been with me. You know what I mean? I've never been that guy that, I put it this way. How is it I got the least followers, but I make the most money?
Whole different conversation.
It ain't about popularity, huh?
It's a different conversation.
Yeah.
Right? I've been doing this 18 years. How am I still relevant? Because I know what I'm doing.
Gotta be a reason.
I'm not trying to brag, but I just know what I'm doing.
All right.
Guys are coming back because they know I know what I'm talking about. They hear that. Agents is hollering at me because I know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm offering. D1, NBA, don't matter. Whatever direction you want to go, we can get you there. The question is, are you willing to put in the work to get there? And that's what I'm offering at Apex. It's not a dream, it's execution.
No.
But you got to want to execute. But it's a different animal because I'm going to hold you accountable. You don't get to kick it. You don't get to hang out if you want to be a D1 player. You don't get to hang out and kick it if you want to be a pro. No. All that got to go. You got to be willing to sacrifice everything in your life, family, whatever, to get to where you want to get to. That's what this life is about. That's what the world has. That's what the world is about.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not just sports, right? It's about life. I have to teach you what it takes to be great. There's a reason why they call it followers.
Bet.
There's a reason why they call it followers.
Love that.
I'm not hating, but there's a reason why you're a follower, because you don't know who you are and you want to see what everybody else is doing in everybody's life.
Right. Yeah, no, being great is a skill, for real.
Yeah.